All right, moving on. I want to introduce a new segment for this show carried over from our old show that we did on AfterBuzz that I like to call Chen Chatter, where we discuss all things pertaining to Big Brother's legendary host, Julie Chen Moonves. Recently, the Big Brother social team asked the All-Stars what they love about the longtime host. Janelle, for example, recalled when she got evicted, how Julie told her she was awesome. And Nicole Anthony was so flattered when Julie turned to her after she won America's Favorite Player and said, "You really are a butterfly lady." So I thought it'd be fun to share some love to Julie too. As I love to mention on the show, I was Julie's assistant for 2 years on Big Brother, and working for her was one of my very first jobs in the industry. And I just want to thank my lucky All-Stars for that, because Julie really taught me, this is totally true. She really taught me how to be a hard worker. Like, she works tirelessly, and I got to see that firsthand. And, she's so dedicated and diligent to her jobs. And it just really made me want to work hard and be a good employee for her, but not only for her, but moving forward in my career. And it just goes to show, like, she proved to me, like, that's how you have the longevity that you have, because she works so hard and she's so gracious and everything else. So, not to mention that being her assistant was like having a master class in hosting, like watching her host, and like no one can traverse through live television like Julie Chen Moonves. It's pretty amazing. And I just, like, she totally set me up for success. And I owe her a debt of gratitude. Not only that, but just for all the stuff I've gotten out of Big Brother, like this show, even doing this is something that's really cool. And so I cannot thank her enough. And I want to turn it over to you guys. Rachel, do you have a fond memory of Julie?
Yeah, well, my eviction was such a blindside. So I was so sad that I wasn't able to actually have a conversation with her, like, and be present with it. Yeah. So when we were actually on finale night, I had said something to her when the cameras had gone off, and I said, "Listen, I'm so sorry about the way that I acted. I didn't mean to snub you, because when I came, I didn't even give her a hug, and I just kind of like walked right by her really fast." And she was like, "Oh, no, don't worry. I understand." So she was just really sweet and pleasant to me. And I enjoyed at least just having that moment with her, because I wasn't able to have that moment, I felt like, with her when I got evicted.
For sure. And I think that's so cool that she was, that, it's so cool that you went up and did that too, because, I feel like even though it sucks to get evicted, it is, I think all the house guests, people like want to go sit with Julie, even though they're like, "I don't want to go sit with Julie." But you want to have that like moment where you're sitting out there or not, whether you're winning the game or you're getting evicted, like you want, like you said. So I think it's awesome that you did that.
Yeah.
Mark, how about you? Do you have a fond memory of Julie?
Well, I never worked on the show or got to be on the show, but I was in the audience for a couple of times. And I have also seen some of the, so basically when they do a live show, there's something called a backhaul feed that they send from the studio to CBS. And usually during commercial breaks, they'll leave a mic up and a camera on. And I've seen some of the stuff that's gone over the backhaul, and I can tell that A, Julie is just the nicest person ever, but B, she is really into the show as much as anyone who watches it. And I think that's why she's such a great host, because she gets it and she truly cares about it and she truly follows it like everyone else who loves the show. So I think just that level of dedication. And I've also seen sometimes on the live broadcast, like you said, she expertly navigates it. And there was one time her chair broke as she was getting in. She didn't even miss a beat. Like, no one at home noticed. Yeah. I had to rewind and slow mo to be like, "Oh crap, her chair broke." Like, she is a stone cold pro.
Yeah. Yes. And like they're screaming. I mean, like, and they're screaming in her ear. They're like, "You we got 5, 4, 3," and she's like just sitting there like, "And we'll be right back." It's like, wait a minute. Oh my God, I would be so stressed out.
She's such a pro, and she is so passionate about the show. And I think that's what I love so much about her too, is that you can just see the passion exuding from her. That's another reason why she makes such a great host for the show.
That's great. Well, this has been Chen Chatter.